Alright, we are back again, and I'm bringing you a review of something I enjoy a lot called Gakkou, Gurashi, or School Live, whatever. Uh, I'm gonna start it off by talking about it spoiler-free, to the best of my ability. And then after that's done, it'll be all spoilers, so right off the bat I'm gonna say, if you're interested at all in this thing that I'm telling you is pretty neat, then watch the first episode of the anime. That's it, just the first one. That's all you have to watch. And yeah. If not, I'm gonna start spoiling shit. So let's go. Alright, so this is a slice of life show about a bunch of girls doing girl things, like living at school in their club. That's why it's called the School Live Club. Now, I watched the anime first and then read the manga, but let me just say the manga's way better. Like, way fucking better. Number one, that fucking dog isn't there. In the manga, the dog's fucking dead. Like, straight up, he gets like one chapter where they mention, oh, hey, we had a dog once and he fucking died. Woohoo! And, that chick that's, underneath that other one, she's also not there from the beginning, which is the way it should be. She shows up later. But yes, Mango is better. Yeah, so they have the School Live Club, and they have their teacher also, who started it. And the unique thing about it all is the pink-haired chick is a total fucking psychopath. Like, straight up, she's actually got like a mental illness. She's delusional. And if it were the good old days, she would have been killed for being a fucking mentally challenged person. But it ain't the good old days. It's modern society. And by modern society, I mean that's pretty gonzo too. Cause this entire show happens during a fucking zombie apocalypse. Yep. And the mango's not done yet, so as far as I know, it's only Japan. And they actually just revealed why it happened too. And it's because some fuckwad just didn't wash his hands. So I guess they were experimenting with like some zombie shit and trying to figure out about it. And then some fucknut like touched it and forgot to wash his hands, so then he contaminated things and people just started getting infected, and then it just spread all over the fucking country. All because he didn't wash his goddamn hands. So, you know, that's pretty neat. That's a hell of a way to start the apocalypse. Reminds me of Dead Rising, where the entire reason that happened was because fat Americans wanted to find a way to reduce the price of cattle and make them easier to produce, so we'd have more meat. And then we ended up completely destroying a village and the people within it, causing one of them to turn into a huge fucking terrorist and unleashing a zombie apocalypse upon the world. But also making a cure for God knows what reason. Look, it really makes me think. But this isn't about Dead Rising. This is about Gurashi. Let's see, what else? What else? Whoa. Yes. Also, The teacher's there at the beginning, but yeah, no, she's fucking dead too. She's a hallucination of the pink-haired chick. Everybody likes to pretend that she's there for her so she doesn't go all ballistic and like kill herself or something. And the reason that they try to keep her like insane is because if somebody's happy, it makes them feel less shitty about themselves. So yeah, you know, these people aren't exactly tip-top shape. And the reason that they are able to live in the school so well is because I guess zombies have difficulty climbing stairs until it's convenient for the plot. And the school's like 4 fucking floors for whatever reason, plus a rooftop, and the rooftop has a garden, and it has solar panels, and there's a basement. And the school is owned by the corporation that caused the infection. So it was basically like a little mini shelter, which apparently nobody was smart enough to think, hey, maybe we should go here. There's also another one in a college. Once again, nobody was smart enough to think, hey, maybe we should go here. Or maybe there's a better place, I don't fucking know. So yeah. And, you know, at first, like in the anime, and I think at the beginning of the manga too, they try to trick you and make it look like it's just normal slice of life bullshit. And that's the cool thing though. Cause like the first episode of the anime was great. The reason I said you should watch it, which you probably fucking didn't, hell, you might not even be watching this, who knows, is because just the way it's executed is pretty damn neat. Like everything is perfectly normal, it just looks like this chick is just going to school normally and everything's fine. Until like the very end of the episode, where suddenly everything just gets fucked, and the normal looking classroom suddenly turns into a giant heap of wreckage, which I don't know why everything looks like it was exploded. Like, zombies don't make buildings explode. Now there is something later on that would make sense for things to look exploded, but that didn't happen yet, so I don't know why everything looks exploded. Because all the windows are like shattered inexplicably. I really don't understand why. And the neat thing about that is that the crazy bitch, like right after they do the reveal where everything's all destroyed, she's like, oh shit, the window's open, and she closes it, and the whole window is just all fucking shattered. So she basically just closes it for no reason at all. And then she looks down in the courtyard and is like smiling. You just see zombies fucking everywhere. That is dope, man. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe I am just a fucking weeaboo, but I think this and fucking like Dead Rising just have like the best zombie potential stories. And of course, I mean, this goes without saying, but fucking Dawn of the Dead. Hell, even Shaun of the Dead was pretty damn neat. I don't know, just things where it's kept nice and like grounded. You know, the zombies aren't fucking nuts. They aren't running around doing backflips and shit. They're not spitting fucking acid or anything like that. No, they're just regular, slow-walking zombies that overwhelm you because you're retarded. Or just because you can't get anywhere else. And you know guns aren't gonna work because you're either fucking untrained and they make too much noise, or you're just gonna run out of fucking ammo. So your best chance is usually just avoiding them. And that shit is cool. Now, Dead Rising is not like that. No, it's not like that at all. In Dead Rising, you just take a fucking lamp and just bash zombies across the head with it. Which is also cool, because I like how you can just use anything as a weapon. But guns are typically not that good to have in Dead Rising, because they just kind of explode after you're out of ammo. and I find aiming annoying to do when there's so many fucking zombies, and it's usually just better to just bash them all. But that's just like my opinion, man. And then there's that one. Not sure if it's Dawn of the Dead. It's the one that takes place in a mall. One of those of the Dead movies. That one that takes place in a mall. Malls are like really just keynote for zombie settings. This has a mall like story arc too. The white, I'm just gonna call it white. The white-haired looking bitch, she was held up in a mall. And once again, she was like higher up. And the only reason, like, there was like a dozen of them held up on the higher floor. And the reason that got fucked was because the dumbass leader got bit and said, "Oh no, I hit myself with a hammer, guys. It's fine." So, you know, instead of just being like, you know, not a fucking dumbass, he decided, I'm just gonna go here infected and kill everyone. So yeah, everyone went to sleep, he fucking infects everyone. I guess somebody started a fire or something. That's all fucked. Her and her friend are held up in a back room. And yeah. Basically up until the three dipwits find her. She gets closer and closer to wanting to kill herself. And the friend that was with her left, eventually, because she was sick of it. She dies. She shows up at the end of the first arc. It's pretty funny. Not really. But yeah. And one of the biggest reasons... Oh, I wouldn't say one of the biggest reasons. But I don't even know where I was going with this. But yeah, there's a scene, like in the anime, where they combine two arcs together, and it's like, there was one where all the zombies, because I guess they retain their fucking memories somewhat, so they like keep trying to do their daily lives in a way. So all the kids like still show up to school and crap, and that's why the zombies are always at school. And so when it starts raining, they all start going inside, because, you know, when it rains you want to go inside. So they all start going inside the school, and they get fucking overwhelmed, and then one of them uses the intercom system to make a message that says, "Oh, school's closed, go home." And they all leave. Like, straight up, they just leave. They ignore everything and leave. So, yeah. That's a little interesting one. Then there's another... The other arc, that was combined with one where a helicopter shows up to, like, I don't know what the hell it was doing. I want to say it was rescuing survivors, but, like, it just kind of happened. The guy found, like, these little SOS notes they made that they tied to balloons and a pigeon and shit. And, got a helicopter, went over to maybe rescue them? I'm gonna assume rescue them. Maybe just to capture them for research or something. Because maybe everyone has a latent infection in them and blah blah blah, I don't know. But yeah. The helicopter pilot, like... it's like in Dead Rising 1, how the overtime mode starts, the helicopter dude just kind of fucking dies. Yeah, this one just kind of fucking dies too. And the helicopter crashes into the freaking courtyard and just blows up. And two of them go to investigate to see if there's any survivors. I don't know why the hell you'd think anyone survived an explosion of a fucking helicopter. But yeah, that was neat. So they combined all the zombies flocking into the school with the helicopter exploding, and it's just way too stupid. And I didn't really like it. So it's like a big mondo reason the mango's better. Yeah. So after the Wait, was this after or before the helicopter exploded? I want to say... I don't know. It's either after or before. I think it was before the helicopter exploded. The bitch with the shovel, she got bit by a zombie because they found like this little file, and it basically told them all the stuff about how how the school was basically like a shelter, and then in the basement there was like a bunch of supplies and crap, and the shovel chick went to investigate, and when she went there, she found their dead teacher, the one that helped them all that much, and she hesitated and got bit. So she was infected. Then, but in the basement there was like an antidote, so one of the other ones went down there while she was like being infected to try to get the antidote and cure her. And, yeah. So she's infected. And it's really strange because, like, it's not like a cure. It's more of like a suppressant. So she's still technically infected, but she's also not, like... It's not advancing. But, like, she has no body heat. So eventually it gets to the point where later on in the mango, that zombies even like just start up straight up ignoring her, just because she's Omae wa mo shinderu, or something like that. Which honestly I think would be badass, cause hello? What would be more busted than just being ignored by all the zombies in a zombie apocalypse? And I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure the fucking antidote, well, not antidote, suppressant thing doesn't even have like a... I feel like it's either permanent or lasts a pretty damn long time. Either way, that's still a pretty sweet deal, you know. You can go fucking wherever. There's a place just like swarming with them, you just walk right in between them, doody-doody-doo. Grab like a freaking whatever, like some gold mine, walk out doody doody doo. It seems pretty keen to me, you know. But hey, them's the facts. What else? The fucking dog. The fucking dog, like I said, in the manga, he's just there for like a chapter, and it's just basically to show that even dogs get infected. Birds don't, though. I think it's only mammals. So like dogs can get infected. Yeah, he dies. But in the anime, he's there a long time. But he eventually dies there too. And like the opening for the show, for the anime, that also changed like a lot, and that was really cool. It'd progressively get more and more like dark, and I really liked that. Wow, I really actually forgot how hard this was to do without like notes and shit. I did ramble a lot though. When it's something I enjoy, it's easy to talk about. Yes. 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 I feel like there's one more thing. One more time. Oh yeah. For whatever reason, there's like no dudes though. Like actually, there's two. There's two later on, like way later on, in the second arc, where they go to a college, which is like a shelter also, conveniently, because that pamphlet they found, or the documents or whatever you want to call it, had marks on the school they were at, college, and the corporation that caused everything. So those are like the three big shelter zones, I suppose. So they decided to go to the college, and there's survivors there too. And there's actually 2 dudes, and I'm pretty sure both of them fucking die. So, I don't know what it is, but dudes really just fucking die in this show. Like, I can assume why, but if it's for like an actual plot reason, I have no idea. But if it's for the obvious reason of dudes don't sell moe, then yeah. That'd be sad, though. Who'd want something stupid like that? Oh god. Yeah, college arc. During the college arc, the brown-haired chick starts going insane too. She like thinks a teddy bear is her little sister or something. Because I think she found like her little sister dead. So she just kind of grabs a teddy bear and says, "You're my sister now." And it's funny because by the point that she goes nuts, the pink-haired one is like not nuts anymore. She's just kind of pretending to be retarded. Like, it's not even an ironic statement. She's literally pretending to be retarded. And eventually she snaps out of it too, I think. Don't really remember. Like, the fucking chapters release so slow. There might be like one every 2 months. And then there's a delay for like 3 months. It's pretty bad. I hate these fucking writers. Or writer. But hey, at least it's getting written, unlike fucking Harvey. Ah! Just finish it! Finish it! So close! That's a story for another day. I guess, oh, and then they finally started the new arc, and they're going to the corporation. And that's where they found out that the thing was caused by some douchebag not washing his hands. And that was like the latest chapter, so yeah, that's that. I guess, to sum it up, I'd say it's pretty good. I'd recommend watching that first episode at least. And, I don't know. Like, there's that point in time where everyone just kept making zombie shit. And everybody was getting sick of zombie shit. People are still sick of zombie shit just because they kept pumping out so much zombie shit. Oh my god, that was brutal. But I still have a fond place in my heart for zombie shit done good. And this was done good. Like, I don't know. One day, I really believe that someday, I might be dead by the time it happens. Hell, it might not even happen, ever. But I'd like to believe that someday, somebody will make the Kino zombie experience. And that will be my favorite thing ever, maybe. What the fuck? But until then, hasta luego, el gran padre.